fantastic weekend. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Miss Sassy. Hey, Dos Luz. Alexi, Mira, Love, Nicole, Nikki. What's up, everybody? Collective. Somebody got that big gongole for you, okay? They want you to call them, okay? They got a nice young body for you. This person could be younger than you. This person could be younger than you. We're gonna jump into the reading though. Scorpio energy. I heard Quagmire. I also see Cancer energy. Some of you are not trying to go down that path. This person's like, but it's big though. What is going on? It's already like an to air of sensuality. He said it's too early. I think this person actually wants you though. You know, I think it's more than just, their gangale, Something kept this person from getting to you. You may know what this is already. Like you're not blind to this person. You're not blind to their situation, but they are coming back towards you after something pretty heartbreaking in their life. But I feel like they kind of drifted back to that first. I don't know. Let's see. What is this? The other thing is this could very well be someone that this is someone that didn't even think that they would have a chance with you. So they may have not taken this seriously the first time around because it was like, I didn't even think he was going to talk to me for real. They may have regrets when they come back towards you and realize that you are not interested anymore or something like that. Or you don't take the connection, you don't take whatever you feel seriously for them anymore or something like that. Like somebody who's ready to be in a relationship with you. I feel like they ran off and got their heart broke first. But I don't know what broke their heart. Maybe this person was already dealing with somebody. They met you and it was like, people shoot their shot anyway, okay? They're just not going to tell you what's going on, right? Somebody like that is coming back towards you, though. If that's not what they did, what was it that could have been breaking this person's heart before this person had drama in their life? It's a person. It's a person. Is this family? For some of y'all, this is family. Like they can have children, or like they could be very like involved with their family, and they just, I don't know. How did that affect you two from being together? Yeah, this person may have they were with the mother or the father of their child. That was the problem. I mean, that wasn't the problem, but that's why this person couldn't come towards you. This person feels like they had too much drama going on in their life. Were they romantically involved with this person? Or, because I don't know. Yes. Well, there you go. What are we talking about, collective? Was this innocent? You know what? Collective, you may not even know that any of this was happening. Like somebody could have had a crush on you and it was like, I wonder if I could get the collective's number. Or I don't know. I wonder if they would talk to me. Like somebody could have felt trapped in their own life and or they just weren't happy with like how things were going or something. And I'm telling you, they were not even hopeful that they would get your attention, but maybe they did at some point, or they do this week. This looks more like a comeback around, though. So, okay, if this person is coming back around to you, then what the hell they got going on now? This person may be single now. Your intuition has already kind of guided you away from this person. Even if they didn't tell you what they had going on, you kind of got guided away from this anyway. But this person is actually available now and wanting to be fair with you. But you kind of look at them. I don't know. I feel like there's already a stamp on this person in your mind. So if someone came to you while they were connected to someone else, you looking at them like they connected it to someone else. That's what this looks like to me. How's that turning out this week? You are not going. You are not going for this person this week. Some of y'all can have Leo in your chart, or you're just very strong in your. You can have a very strong opinion. You can have a very strong will. Okay. Once you make up your mind about something, it's usually not. It's non-negotiable. Yeah, you are very much strong-willed. That's what this looks like. You don't carry like a regular. I don't understand people. You come off like someone very important. Okay. And I think it's because of this confidence that you wear. It's like if something doesn't feel right to you, or even if you don't know what it is, you stand on what you feel. You're just showing up as somebody who really loves themselves. Wow, look at this. You got the big queen, the emperor, and the strength card. It's very hard to change your mind about things. You could rarely feel wrong, and not in like an ego crazy type of way, but you could be somebody who has a very strong intuition and you're not really wrong about things. Like you listen to that voice or something like that. I think your emotion, you don't, and you're not ruled by your emotions either. Because I honestly feel like if you ever were involved with this person, because for some of you, the story is going to be different. You still have feelings with this person. But let's say y'all were together back in the day and then you split up, they got into another relationship. You probably still have feelings for this person, but that isn't dictating your decisions. This make this person want to be with you even more. They see y'all having grandkids together. They see y'all in the park. Da, 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 da. But this person wasn't ready for what it is that they were. It's like, I know I really want this house, but I can't really afford this house right now. And it doesn't have to be about money. It's like this person may have not been mature enough for what they actually wanted with you. It's like you can see a vision of something before you're ready for it, before you have the resources for it, before any of those things. And that could have been the case in this relationship. But I don't know. They're gonna be coming back to a version of you that is not. I don't know. It's like it is what they remember, but it's not what they remember at the same time. But it's really not gonna change this person's mind about you either way. So it's very stuck. They feel stuck. Let's move on. There's someone who may be willing to mentor you if you're looking to learn something new or to advance in your current field. If you guys are in school or something like that, someone's willing to like take you on as a mentor. How are you? How do you feel about that? Ooh, this is reminding me. I saw the story of Maya Angelou. You can have somebody that want to take you on that denied you in the past, right? There was a story that I heard about Maya Angelou today that said basically, I think it was, oh my God, who was it? Sarah O'Hara John. I don't know. Somebody famous, child. Maya Angelou really wanted to, you know, what did they call it? Being her understudy, or like she really wanted to study under this lady, right? I think it was Sarah O'Connor. I can't remember. Anyway, Sarah O'Connor was like, let's just say that's her name. She was like, oh, I don't want that big ugly thing, up under me. Like she called her big and ugly, which was wild. And so later on in life, Maya Angelou became Maya Angelou. She took another route and she still became one of the greatest of all times to this day. She's incomparable, right? So she becomes the Maya Angelou. And when it's time for Sarah O'Connor to accept her Life Achievement Award, they said, "Well, who would you like to speak for you? Who would you like to, give you an award or whatever?" And she was like, "Maya Angelou." And it was just very ironic how that came back around because she probably didn't even remember how badly she insulted her. And it's interesting that the song that just started playing is called Beauty in Essence. Thank you so much, Michelle, for the 199. It was just interesting that she, asked Maya to do it for her, but that's kind of how things come back around. And Maya was gracious enough to do it without bringing up how ignorant she was towards her in the past. And that is what made her a queen. Just that's what made her the greatest of all time. So a lot of y'all, there could be something that's coming back around to you, something that you don't really need anymore. Um, I don't know how you're gonna feel about it. I don't know. I did ask. I mean, you this time around, it's like you're very empowered. Like you may have wanted to study under this person. You may have wanted this. I don't know, for this person to educate you or to feel valued by whoever this is. But now, I don't know. You may turn it down the offer. Some of y'all are booked already. You're you're busy. Some of y'all don't need this opportunity anymore. I don't know. Some of y'all may not be as gracious. I don't know. It's not given that you're not as gracious because my Angelou could have easily just said no without explaining it, without rehashing that whole situation. But she had her own reasons for doing it anyway. You are going to have your own reasons for not doing whatever this is, okay? But I feel like you not accepting this, if that's the route you choose to take, somebody, it's set up, it was set up that way for Maya to get her justice. There's a different way it's going to be set up for you, and this person is going to be left wishing that they had taken a chance on you, that they had invested in you sooner or when they had a chance. Hey, Charles. Hey, Mona Lisa. So interesting. All right. A lot of y'all could be working and chipping away at debt or working on staying out of debt if you're already in the green. For others of you, this could be someone else. Who is this? Someone that you could have broken up with could not be doing well financially right now. Thank you so much, Laura, for joining members. Welcome to Tier 1. More to come on members. Y'all stay tuned. I'm feeling better now, so I got my energy back. The longer that somebody's very lonely and they miss you. They're going through a hard time in their life right now. The more they don't talk to you, the more they miss you, the more their love grows for you. How do you feel about this person? This is somebody, yeah, you're avoiding this person. They didn't put you in a good place. Who is this? Whoever this is, you're not talking to them. You're not going their way. You feel like this person is like, I don't know if they're younger than you or you feel like they're very just immature. But you were on a different page even when you were in contact with this person, and now you progressed even further, and so you're not sure if this person is where you left them, but even where you left them wasn't where you were. If that makes any sense. So it's like, I don't know, where is this person now? Would it be worth this? We're gonna keep we're gonna keep on moving. Okay. Something about the home, home family could be in, yeah. You could be feeling very blessed within your own space. You're moving on from things that just did not work out. Um, you don't want to be attached to anything right now. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a it's not that you don't welcome, whole and healthy friendships and beautiful love relationships and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's more so of you don't want nothing to latch on to you just to be latching on, just to be taken, just to be, I don't know. You don't want to feel like something is latching on to you. I don't know, it's something like that. Unless it's your child, it got to be what you said. And there's somebody, ooh, is this someone new? How do you want it? Just let me know. How do you want it? Oh, this is your show. Somebody said, well, just let me know how you want it because I can make that happen. I don't know what you used to. I don't know what you had going on, but we don't have those problems over here. The Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Because of what you not gonna do no more, because of what you not gonna put up with no more, you are attracting somebody who like your demanding ass. You're attracting somebody who they like that about you. They feel like you ain't just gonna go for anything, you know, and they actually like that. They respect that about you, and they are 9 times out of 10 the same way for them about themselves. But they're like, what you talking about is standard. It's the bar. We have that. We have whatever you're talking about. So, do you agree to the terms or not? Like you gonna meet somebody who can match that energy that you putting out this week. So, okay, we're gonna see how that unfolds. Aries, you're really good at you could work in promotions or you're really good at promoting or something like that, marketing. This is putting more money in your pocket. This could be something that you are working on this week, putting yourself out there in different ways. Hmm. What the okay. Yeah, something's about to like if you sell a product, you're about to be attracting a lot more customers. You may be applying different strategies in order to grow your business, to grow whatever you're doing. I'm hearing brand ambassador. If you're not the CEO of whatever you're doing, you are headed to the top, if not in a higher position in the company. And you could be implementing, like I said, some new strategies into, continuing to grow. And as this is happening for you, Aries, somebody's like, how do you want it? Just let me know. It's your show. Somebody, oh my God, is this in work? Somebody who wanted to, they didn't need you, Aries. You're cramping their style, Aries. Like, this isn't work. Somebody who's like, I don't know if Aries is good for this. This position. No, I don't know. Like, somebody's like, I wish I had. This is like when old girl seeing the Temptations on TV singing My Girl, and she was like, like, why was I trying to manipulate the Aries? Why? Why? Somebody is losing out on you and it is killing them. You could get some of y'all are getting a new job position. Somebody's somebody is very worried about what's about to happen for you. You know, other people can see it before you can sometimes, Aries. You go from the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which is like things are already improving to the 10. I'm not sure how this is happening for you this week. But yeah, they are, beware the day they change their mind. Beware, what they call the, what's the poem by Langston Hughes? Something about the Negro. Sweet, humble, and kind. Beware the day they change their mind. Somebody is like, oh my effing gosh, Aries is changing their mind. Cause you could be like real laid back. You're not, I don't know. You, it's like you don't speak. I don't know, because I watched Maya Angelou today and she was born April 4th, so she's an Aries like us. It's like you showing up with a perfection that is, it is hard to compete with. It is hard to, it's hard to deny. Like I can't, it's hard to hate on you without looking lame. It's something like that that's going on with you this week, and it's with a particular colleague, coworker, something. Okay, somebody's wishing that they had taken you on. Be what, because you were so low key with something. It's like somebody was hoping you didn't speak up because they already knew if you did, you would win some kind of competition that's in their head or something like that. I don't feel like you're competing with anyone, but I do feel like somebody was competing with you. So something weird is going on in the background of your life. But for you, you are attracting more sales into your life, and you could feel this coming. You may not really know how this is going to happen for you or anything like that, but you're just starting to feel less, you're manifesting this, you're starting to feel less stressed. It's like not worried about the future, not worried. It's like a feeling, a confidence that's coming with something that hasn't even really hit yet, you know. But the confidence, the momentum, the energy is like building in that direction. You could be educating yourself, and it's like what you're focusing on is growing. Somebody else can see that who tried to hold you down, and that's on them. Okay. Caution. What is this caution about? Some of y'all, it could be a decision. You're not sure what to do. You're not talking about what this is. Is this you? This could be some information that hits your desk, and you're like, it could be caution before you proceed. This could be good news. What is this? I feel like it's still like, this could be something you hear that is not some of somebody's wrongdoing. Whatever this is, you're keeping it to yourself, or you could be, somebody could be telling you this in confidence. Thank you so much, Zenda, for the 10. I appreciate you, love. Thank you for the super chat. It's about this. This news could be concerning a boy, a man. You could be the first to hear of someone's breakup, or you could be telling someone about your breakup and nobody else knows about this. It's something like that. But you, it's like you get the news first. News could often land on your desk first. People like to talk to you about stuff. You could be like a, feel like a safe place for somebody who's going through something. So who's on the other side of this breakup? Is it you? It's you. Are you for, so this is for the Aries who are in relationships. I feel like I'm gonna be talking to two sets of y'all for a second. because I'm seeing a single energy here too. Some of you could be becoming single. Some of y'all are on the fence of, am I breaking up with this person or not? What's your advice? Some of y'all could be talking to someone who wants to get to know you. Like some of y'all could be talking to somebody who like you about whether or not you should break up with somebody. Do you maybe you don't know that this person likes you. I don't think you know that this person likes you. Um what I will say to you, Aries, is to focus on the good things in your life and the answers tend to come to you. Try not to entertain even the fact that this is failing. Work on stuff. You got plenty to do anyway. Some of y'all got plenty to do anyway. It's something about your silence right now. Because I feel like by the time you speak up, you'll not only know what to say, but you may have a lot to say, even if it's not in a lot of words. But give yourself time, give yourself grace, and I mean, if y'all not fighting and slamming shit around the house, you really don't have to say much if you have like a sane partner. Just because y'all don't get along don't mean everybody nuts. So if you just need that space, give yourself time to be quiet and hear from God. What do you really need to do? Don't watch 40,000 tarot readings. Just really silence. You know what I'm saying? Yourself. Okay, let's move on because we almost at 30 minutes. Other Aries, I don't know. It could be the same. It could be different Aries. Take it how it resonate. You are a very privileged person. You are. I'm getting that Southern Belle who's just as good at you know hosting high tea parties and shit as they are at uh, shooting in the gun range. Okay, I feel like y'all are very skilled at things that people wouldn't know that you were skilled at. There's a lot of strength behind your femininity, whether you're a man or a woman. Like you have a very soft nature, kind of like Pharrell Williams, how he's never really like loud. Like he's always super laid back. He's an Aries. Just, but he packs a punch. He got a hell of a resume and, things like that. I feel like that's how y'all are showing up this week. It's like a tout. You are really about to surprise people this week. I don't know what it is that you're surprising them with, but it's like it's hard to be your ex or someone that's not in your life anymore. It's hard for people who are not in your circle. You have a love interest that's coming into your life who may be confessing that they they didn't see you. Have you ever been with this person? This is somebody who are they this wait a minute. All right. You have a love match that's coming into your life. You also have someone who didn't see you the first time around trying to come back into your life. Somebody's realizing that you were an excellent love match for them as you're being matched with an excellent love match. Who is this excellent love match? Oh my God, Aries. I'm getting stress free, masculine and feminine roles. Like it just something just melts together. Whether you're a same sex couple or opposite sex couple, it y'all's energy just does like that. Everybody just naturally feels their role in this dynamic. It's fair, it feels good, it's growth around it as well. I'm seeing like a garden. So somebody that's on your same frequency is coming into your life this week. They have just as much growth around them as you do. Taurus. That was a lot. It was a very long reading. Taurus, your view about money is changing. So we have to have very beautiful eyes. Speaking of you, that yeah, it's something about the way your relationship with money that is changing. Okay, some of y'all are starting to look at the bigger picture when it comes to your finances. Your values are changing, and it's changing like it's influencing your decisions when it comes to the Ten of Pentacles. You could be seeing a lot of growth due to these changes. Some of y'all, this is putting you back to the books. You could be learning more about being financially free. You could be looking at what you have and not saying, not like being down on yourself, but being like, how can I multiply this? So that's what I'm seeing. You're thinking about legacy this week. I don't see you looking at your finances negatively, which I don't suggest anyway, because it's hard to grow something in a negative mindset. Maybe y'all already know this, okay? Because I am seeing like I mean, nobody's perfect, so it's hard to be positive at every single second. But I'm seeing where you have built. You're done fighting yourself on something. You're willing to be more flexible when it comes to like how you think about this, and it looks like you're willing to take more chances at this point. You just don't want to continue being like stopped in this area of your life. You're tired of it's like you're fed up with being held back in this way, or not feeling confident enough to put yourself out there, or it's something like that. It's like I'm tired of sitting in the back. I'm tired of letting my thoughts and my insecurities, get in the way of what it is that I'm trying to do. So it's time to stop being scared. It's time to, something like that. And baby, you better go for it. You better go for it because you got all the potential in the world. Some of y'all could get into like these. Is this you? Okay, let me just a second. Anything else on how your perspective is changing? You are realizing where you were holding yourself back, where you were sabotaging your own growth financially. Um, I feel like for each of you, that's something. It could be a different way. For some of you, it could just simply be like being indecisive to the point of like analysis paralysis, and then next thing you know, you haven't done anything, and then you're tired. You feel like you've done something, but it's because you're like mentally tired, and you end up in this hibernation until the next idea comes along, and it's like you're done, yeah, letting opportunities pass you by. This time you jumping on. You trying to jump on that train. So some of you could be changing something about your aesthetics as well. The color green could be of significance. Who is this conspiracy theorist popping up in your some of y'all could have someone like this around you, or they trying to get around you this week. And if you've already been dealing with analysis paralysis, this may not be the best energy to be around. I don't know. Who is this? This could be a water sign, an earth sign, someone who, whether they're a man or a woman, they have a selfish feminine energy. Maybe they learn from somebody is very like the feminine side of this person is the toxic side of this person. So if this is a woman, she feels better. She'll feel more for you and act like, or maybe like the more she feels for you, the worse she act. It's something like that. And it's confusing to people who don't know what's going on in this person's mind. this messes up a lot of this person's relationships. If this is a man, like he could have had a really toxic mom or something. So it's like what either he don't treat women very well, or what he see how he saw his mother being treated really really did something to him. It's something like that. I don't want to go too deep into that because I don't know what it is, but the chemistry is off here with this person, and people pick up on it, and they don't want to. They don't like this person. So what the hell they want with you? What do they want with you? They, mm, um, they feel like you don't take no mess. I don't know. What do they want though? Is what I asked. They want you to oh, this person wants what? They don't know. They don't know. It's just a wish for this person. This person could be something's going on in this person's mind. It's very scatterbrain, or it's something that I can't understand. It's very hard to read whatever this energy is, and I don't want to put a label on this. It would be very uneducated, so I'm not even going to put myself through that. You feel this person makes you feel uneasy. Uneasy. Like always wishing that the interaction had been better than it was. What's your advice? I'm about to get the hell out of this energy. This is someone who is about to get some karma. If they're not already going through it, and it's making them want to be near you. I don't know. But I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Your advice is to not entertain this. I'm not sure what the hell I just read, but something about your home could be of significance this week as well, Taurus. Your home could be your safe place. Someone that you're dating is especially. Oh, ooh, is this what I think it is? Okay. Hmm. Some of y'all, there could be someone who they want to come to your house, but I think you're like, no, I don't know. You could be slower to inviting people to your home. Like if you're single and dating, somebody wants to like kind of skip the formalities and just slide. I think you're not allowing that. I think you really kind of want to date. Like, even, I'm not saying it has to be like extravagant or anything like that, but you're really wanting to date, like, or you're opening yourself up to get to know people, but I'm not just trying to sleep with you or put myself in a position where something happens that I'm not ready for. Um, how's that working out? If people don't know you to be this way, they're like, what do I do now? Like somebody who may be used to you just letting them slide, letting them, I don't know, hit it, whatever. Or somebody who may be used to that themselves is like, what you mean I can't come over? I don't know you like that. I've only known you for like 30 days. I don't know. It's something like that. Something about you has changed, or you are something different for somebody who's used to just anything. So, and you making somebody who's used to like doing whatever they want, it's like now they don't want to be free. they You're changing someone's mind who usually just wanna like come over, Netflix and chill. Okay, you is this you? Yeah, because whoever this person is, they're used to like powerful, intense emotions. They're a very good lover. They like drama and shit, and you're just like not in my safe place. No thanks. Because even if somebody doesn't bring the drama to your house, the drama is in them. It's in them, and because it's in them, it can get on you. It doesn't matter if you know what it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't think people realize that. It's like the energy is the energy. If you have a lot of drama in your life, even if you don't bring it to my house, the longer I spend with you, the closer it gets. Okay. So, Gemini, careful with your finances this week. Be prepared, have a plan. What is this about? This may not be the time to take any like major financial risk or any large purchases that aren't thought through. This may not be a good time. You need to stick to your guns. If you set a budget for yourself, stick to it. Especially if you're saving for something that you really, 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 really want to do. Don't let some small shit that could come up this week deter you from what you really, really want to do, from your goal. Okay, because there's some for some of y'all, you're really holding on or stacking up for something that you really want, and you know that this thing is going to make you happy. So don't lose sight of your goal. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself, but sometimes we gotta lock in. So is that it on that? Yeah. You're gonna feel real mature by the end of the week because you're gonna stick to your guns and hold on to what it is, your vision, what it is that you want. And you're not gonna feel settled until you get this thing anyway. So you might as well keep saving for it. Some of y'all could be planning a road trip or on a road trip, some kind of travel this week. Some of y'all may have a long commute to work. This is work related for a lot of you. There could be somebody at work that wants to be in a relationship with you. Like they go home and try to figure out ways to flirt with you. Like the next day, somebody has a crush on you at work. This person could be really cute, but I don't know. Is this advisable? Thank y'all so much for liking the video, by the way. So this could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person cute as hell. Are they nervous though to talk to you? Because no. What is it, man? This person, they're just moving through life right now. I don't think this is somebody who thinks too much about anything or anyone. They're not manifesting anything. And like as far as love, they like you, but they're not. This is somebody that don't really act on their feelings for real. They just know that when they see you, it's like I think they think about how they can flirt with you, how to break that ice, because they may feel like the two of you are not. They don't know if you're feeling what they're feeling. Is that why they're not? Is that why? Is that why? Ooh, for some of y'all, be careful because this is somebody who could show up looking single. Like every time you see this person, they by themselves. You would never know this person's in a relationship. Why? I don't know. But this could be like I'm not, it's not even given like work bay. It's given you don't know this person has a crush on you. But they not free. Whoever this is not free. That's why they not manifesting nothing with you because they not free. Let's move on. Is that it? Anything else about this trip? This could be somebody you see on a work trip or something like that. If you're the one who had a crush on this person, you could be letting that crush go after this week. Maybe you find out that somebody you have a crush on is in a relationship, so it's like, okay, well, yeah, we're not going down that road. Is that it? Yeah. For some of y'all, this is about a work crush, and that's going to be that on that. So, but somebody already said they'll pass. So, there's a lot of justice coming to you, especially if you have been handling a lot under a lot of pressure. Like you could have been going through things that people couldn't see. You know, it's like if people knew, they'd be like, how in the world how didn't you get distracted with all that going on? How in the world did you get through that? You getting through it. And there's a lot of, I see where you've had to sacrifice to get to this point too. Some of y'all had to really let go of a lot of things that you may have been very familiar with, but didn't realize were keeping you from where you wanted to go. Okay. Some of y'all, you had to just really get out your head, get like, stop being scared and face something huge that you are triumphing through. Some of y'all may have had to do a little bit of stuff you ain't wanted to do, or a little outside the box. You drew outside the lines on this situation too. Okay, and whatever way you had to get something how you live, I'm not sure what that was. It's definitely given like do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. But this is happening for you. Something is you have finally cut through all the bullshit to get to this point. And I heard it was all worth it. You may realize on the other side of this that you are way less emotional though. Like you don't wear your heart on your sleeve no more. You're not as open to people. It's like when you become really successful, or when you think like you see somebody you grew up with and now they're like so different than how you remember them being, but they're so successful at something. And then you run into them again and it's like, oh man, I remember when they were like this. And it's like they had to become something else to achieve what they achieved. And a lot of people like, oh, they switched up. No, I mean, yeah, like however you view it. I feel like this is you though that I'm talking about. So somebody could be seeing you after a long time and they're like, damn, Gemini used to not have shit too. It's like something like that. So, but damn it, you made it. Okay. So make sure you celebrate that instead of listening to how people feel about it. Love. You could be opening up your heart again. And even though your work crush or whatever that situation was may not work out, a lot of y'all, because you have dumped your past, even like past versions of yourself, you've just left it behind. I feel like you're opening yourself up to love again. Your heart is actually opening to the point where you're not even going to be talking about your past, not in a secretive type of way, but in a way where I don't know, it's just not who you are anymore. You don't associate with this anymore. And that you can do that. Everybody has the right to do that. In fact, it's really one of the only paths to success is to disassociate with yourself with the version of you that wasn't getting what you wanted. So I don't feel like you're going to be lying about your past, because this is actually bringing in like a much more mature type, honest, transparent type of relationship. Like it's bringing in better for you. Cancer. Cancer, you're going to be deciding to do something on your own in terms of finances. There's an opportunity for you to do that this week, and you've earned it, is what this looks like. A lot of y'all are about to be experiencing, if not already experiencing, financial freedom. So you could have already made the changes that Gemini, you know, has made or is making. You've been left everybody alone. Something like that going on, Cancer. Some of y'all look, yeah, you don't look like how much you have either. You could be attracting a relationship into your life too. Your energy is very calm this week. It's something about you being like Cancer too calm. Like you calm like you got some money in your pocket. You calm like everything's okay. Somebody could be looking at you. They're studying your demeanor. I'm hearing you wasn't ugly, you was just broke. I'm not saying you were ever ugly, but people don't look at you the same until you got, until you change. When you could have been oh man, I almost said defeated, but that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say dependent. Like when you could have been in a more dependent, needing to be dependent on others stage in your life, people were really, you saw the worst in people when you needed them. Is what this looks like. And now you just like, have you noticed how calm Cancer is nowadays? It's like even when I'm complaining about life, Cancer just sitting there listening, listening and looking at me, but they don't never have no feedback. Money don't talk very loud, Cancer. People are counting your pockets. Is what this looks like. People are like, what? Why is the Cancer so mysterious? You look good though. We'll say that. You look good, but you're not flashing it. And that's what people are like, what's that about? Because they remember another version of you. And if this isn't about money, it's feeling like it is though. Like lifestyle. You look great though. I will say that. You're looking great. Who is this that's all in your business like this though? Because they're like, I remember more. This for some of y'all, this could be a feminine energy. This could be somebody that's so in your business that they listen to tarot about you or possibly even get readings, like pay for them about you. You could be a reader as well. Like somebody could watch your readings, and shout out to all the readers. Somebody could watch your readings and they're like, how the Cancer know that me and my man or me and my woman or me, how did they know that we not getting along? Like somebody want to know how you know what you didn't tell them or what they didn't tell you. So it's like if you're intuitive, somebody looking at you like you wrong for knowing what's going on with them. Somebody could have even lied about the fact that they broke up with somebody, but you know that they got broke up with. What is going on? Why does this matter? Why does this matter? Does this matter to Cancer? I don't even think this matters to you. For some of y'all, this could be your ex. Okay. And they're telling people their version of the story. You can still be a reader or intuitive or something. And or somebody that this person is telling people that, oh no, I had to get rid of the Cancer. Cancer just could not match my fly. They just, Cancer kind of dumb. I don't know. Whatever they were saying, somebody's like, I don't think so. Actually, I think you're the one that wasn't ready for the Cancer. That's I don't know. Somebody's seeing through something when it comes to something somebody's saying. For some of y'all, this could be at work. Oh, we had to get rid of the Cancer. Cancer just was not doing a good job. This person looks into, like, somebody else looks into your history and is like, or somebody overhears that knows you and they're like, are we talking about the same person? Somebody been lying on the Cancer's name, or that they're gonna get caught up for that this week. They are, and they about to get karma for that this week. For some of y'all, this is about work. Why is this person such a hater? The Cancer's gonna take my place. The Cancer's gonna reject. This person could like you too, and they're like trying to figure out why you don't like them, or they tend to worry about things, like over worry. What are they so worried about? Getting caught. Like, this person could lie a lot about their life, their finances, their relationship, it's just stuff. And it's like they have so many thoughts in their head because they're trying to figure out, does the Cancer know? Baby, we're not gonna spend the whole reading on him. This is a him for some of y'all. All right. Somebody could be into, I don't like this message, but someone, because I'm hearing, seems like you're ready. Girl, are you ready? Don't like that message. Not gonna knock the talent or anything like that, but the way that I heard it was like somebody could really be pushing the line of how young they date, the age. Okay. Oh my God, Cancer. Anything else? I've been getting some kind of dark messages in Cancer's reading. You, on the other hand, Cancer, are not. Some of y'all ain't worried about love at all. You're very secure in yourself. Things are working for you in that way, and everything else feels like it would kind of stress you out right now. So a lot of y'all are not thinking about love. I'm hearing as good as you look. As good as you look, you're not really on that. Somebody really thinks you look good. This could be somebody you don't know. Well, you might know them this week because this is someone who, some of y'all, again, a stable relationship could be on the table for you. This person ain't said nothing to you yet. They may have not been in a position to say anything to you yet, but this is someone who is looking to lock somebody down. Like they wish for longevity in relationships, like a stable relationship they can be sure of. They actually want that kind of thing, and I'm not getting that this person's in a relationship. I just get that this person may be doing this at a time where you want to be free. What's going to happen with that this week? There could be, and if or you could have met this person at a time where they wanted to be free, but now they're thinking, I don't know. You know how you see somebody, it's not always about the first impression, because sometimes I think first impression depends on where both individuals are at the time. Like, you could have met this person at a time where they were focused on a big work opportunity, because I'm not getting that they were in a relationship. They could have been really focused on something else. And it's like they saw you, but it wasn't like they saw you. So this person could see you this week and they see you and they're like, I've been kind of looking for something like that. Like, I was in a different place the last time. It's something like that. They could have been even in a more prideful space too. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But maybe, you know how some people, They don't think relationships are necessary, and then one day they wake up and they like, you know what, I think I might have been wrong about relationships. I don't know. Somebody's seeing you differently this week. Leo, now I'm hearing the pride comes before the fall. Leo, you have an exceptional talent. For some of you, this could be fashion, music, writing. You have some sort of skill that you need. It's like we haven't tapped into whatever this is yet, or maybe you've been thinking about it. Like, should I go for this? I think it's where your fortune actually lies here. A lot of y'all who want to be famous, or I don't know, maybe some of y'all want to be famous, or just very well off, need to tap into your actual gifts, because that's when it's gonna happen for you. You gotta stop telling yourself it's not gonna work, and I don't even want to put that out there because I don't like speaking that way. But fill in the blank. Stop with the negative self talk, and it's like, well, I don't know how to stop. You gotta learn how to stop. I'm not gonna tell you how to stop. Um, it takes practice, like everything else. And you may feel like something isn't so harmful, but baby, believe me, your mind can be your key to freedom or your cage, your prison. So you really have to be careful and like nurture those thoughts. Especially be careful with leave your mind and come out your mouth. Especially when it comes to you. I mean, of course, like be kind to other people too, duh. But and some of y'all may realize that I don't know if you're. I'm not saying you're not a kind person, but some of y'all may be quick to like pop off on people and stuff because you don't speak very nicely about yourself. So you tend to like be a little kinder with people when you know how to really be there for yourself. And it's like beyond how I feel right now. Because right now I'm feeling like a little low. Or right now I'm feeling like I can't trust nobody. Or right now I'm feeling like, nothing's working out. Before we even feed that thought, energy, emotion, stop. Like just give yourself a minute before you even dive into that emotion. Because a lot of time we don't have to, just because there's a pool there don't mean you got to swim in it. You got to pull yourself back out of that real quick and be like, no, I got this. And I may not have all the answers right now, but the answers are going to come to me. And I don't know. It's like you need to take that because I'm getting wild thoughts again. Didn't I get that in y'all's reading before? Like somebody has some very wild thoughts, and I'm not talking about sexual thoughts. Just like be thinking some wild shit. Okay, so you gotta give yourself pause. 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Ooh, I'm about to spiral, but I'm not gonna spiral because I don't spiral. I have control over my emotions, and I can make a different decision in this moment. I cannot be down on myself. I cannot take this out on somebody else. I cannot do that this time. Some of y'all may really have to like do that. You said you going through this with your kids, and it's crazy because this next card got a whole bunch of babies on it. Some of y'all may have multiple children. Some of y'all could work with children. What's this about? You said it's hard being a boy mom. I can only imagine. Some of y'all, you dealt with this since you were a child. What is this about? Or you got a lot of siblings or something like that? So you had to be like tough. I don't know. Something, maybe you're the oldest. You had to be tough or something like that. Some of y'all are straight to the point. Like y'all got left with the kids. So Like mom and them had to go to work, something where you may have had to be more responsible before you was ready to be responsible. Some of y'all could have got blamed for a lot of things, especially if you're a masculine energy or by a masculine energy. There could be a fire sign in your life that kind of put a lot of weight on you that you ain't let go. She said one day all them bags gonna get in your way. You got too much on your back. And I don't know if somebody projected a lot of their shit onto you. And so, maybe it's like you repeat that pattern, but like to yourself or to others. Cause a lot of time like that blow up, bully, whatever that energy is, that's a lot of pent up shit going on within the bully. I'm not calling you a bully, but I'm saying I don't know what that is. I feel like maybe you had a bully in your life, and either the bullied become the bully, or they advocate, or something somewhere in the middle. I don't know. But it's time to let that shit go. Whatever that is could be keeping you from this talent that you haven't explored, this skill, this gift that is actually going to unlock a lot of doors for you. Um, and if this came from like a parent or something, you got to know, my mama came up in a different time than me. Her mama came from a different time than that. And everybody's just being passed down things that it's like the things that your parents pass down to you, you have to take it how it resonates. Just like these readings, you know, every part of the reading may not resonate with you and where you are right now. So everything that your mom or your dad may have passed down is like back in them days, houses was $50,000. The same rules do not apply. Like it's hard. It's just way more expensive now. You know, like some everything is not going to apply. So there's something about rigidness in this reading that and like giving grace to self, to others, forgiving the parent, whatever that is, okay? Because it's is blocking the door. Whatever that is blocking the door. Somebody could be thinking about you, Leo, to the point where they like distracted. They want to. Is this you thinking about somebody, Leo? Yeah, somebody's thinking about you. This is a masculine energy, and they're seeing something about you. Ooh. Is the Leo getting over me? Is the Leo over my shit right now? Because you could be dealing with yourself this week. Like, you're like, you know what? This has been holding me back, or, I could have done this differently. Or you just starting to like review the things that have been triggering you, and you want to fix it. And that's good. That's a great place to start. Now, there's somebody who is like watching this, and they're like, I ain't got the Leo where I want them no more. You'd be surprised at who has tried to keep you in this space, Leo. People can capitalize, like when people notice where you are not so strong, and that, easily triggered pop off energy, all that, um it doesn't give strength. Strength is quiet. Strength don't let you get them all bent out of shape. Okay. It's calculated. It moves a lot different than that's too much. For me, it's too much. Okay. Um, and this person has been able to keep you kind of triggered in that space. This could be somebody in your love life too. And as long as you was confused or mad or whatever that is, then you weren't necessarily like, somebody knows you well enough to know that if you mad, then you not gone. And that's better than you being gone. So, and this person could be quite calm in their demeanor. So they know how to capitalize off of your pop off or your emotions. You're triggered. So even if you can cuss this mother out and all this kind of stuff, they don't look at that as you being done. And as long as you're not done, then the game's still going. The clock is still going. So you need to it's time, because all that energy that it take to pop off and be mad at whoever this is or deal with whatever that is keeping you from unlocking this door that is yours. When God give you a gift, it's yours, whether you utilize it or not. But if the devil can't get to you, they're gonna send a man or a woman who know how to shut that shit down. That energy is for me. We ain't unlocking no door. Like, even if you were to showcase your talent, this would be like your Ike, the Ike to your Tina. Well, if I can't keep the gift inside of you, I might as well make it work for me. You got, I don't know who this is in your life, Leo, but it's time to see it. It's time to see it. Like, this person had your eyes scratched out. It's time to see that because this came out in the reverse. It's time to see how I'm not saying they're the blame for everything or the childhood or anything like that, because Tina had her own stuff, you know. But and for some of y'all, this could be a mix of like old traditional shit from parents and stuff like that. Not to say it's bad, but it doesn't really apply to today because Tina grew up in a different time where it's like, but one thing about a manipulator is they'll save you before they start abusing you. A lot of people want to blame the person. Well, how you end up with somebody like that? It's very easy because they know what they're doing. They know, manipulators know what they're doing. You're not the first person they manipulated. You're not the first person that made them feel like they saved you first. He took her out of her mama house and put her on the stage and made hit after hit after hit. And then he started hitting her and all the stuff. Okay. And there are a lot of reports of Tina being like rude and nasty to people because sometimes the bully becomes the bully. And that anger gets misplaced when really it should have been going up the side of the head of the person who, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the whole manipulation of it is, but this person helped me when nobody else would. So Virgo, you could be going back to school, Virgo. Okay. Why did that just make me smile? Some of y'all could be studying abroad. It's never too late, you know. I feel like people are going to be very proud of you for taking this step in your life. Or you could be doing something to enhance like skills that you already have and a field that you already been in, but it's like maybe things have become stagnant. So you're like, let me switch it up. Let me try something new. And I feel like this is going to put a smile on your face because it's like, okay, things are moving. We're moving in a different direction. I feel like you're really going to be loving this process. And even if you hated it first, okay, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Even if you don't really, I feel like even if you don't love the action of getting up early, incorporating this into your schedule of adulting and just whatever, you're gonna love the freedom that is going to give you. So, you just gotta lock in to the pinnacles. It's going to pay off for you. Whatever this is, just do it. Just do it. Like in a year or however long it takes, you'll be glad you did it. So just do it. Some of y'all, these could be night classes or something could have you up later at night. Night could be a good time for you to study. You know, you may feel more, I don't know, or you could be doing night classes because that is what is available. Or that's gonna work better for your schedule. That could be the calmest time in your house when everybody going to sleep. So, hmm, some of y'all are, yeah, you're gearing up for something too. Some of y'all, there may be a bit of a battle here, and you're gonna make sure that somebody. Oh, is that on there? Somebody. Hmm. What this got to do with anything? Some of y'all could have been. So for some of you, this could have something to do with you gearing yourself up. Like, I don't know if you wanted to get revenge on somebody at some point. You could have been mad at somebody. That's a lot of energy. Okay. And if you can't, if you ain't got the kind of money where it's like press of a button and you can go get somebody's ass whooped, which I don't recommend that. Um, then you finna be putting a whole lot of money and not money. I don't know. I don't know how far you wanted to go to get somebody back, but it's just a lot of energy. Look at your energy as the money into like trying to make somebody see or whatever that energy is. Like I'll show you. Okay, your life shows people who you are. You know how you go through life after them is going to do all the talking. So I feel like you are putting your focus on that. I don't know if you were trying to like make somebody jealous or what what that energy is, but I don't think you're doing that no more. Or if somebody if it's not that, sometimes we can get like so mad because now I'm hearing I'm mad by James Brown, the big payback. Sometimes we can make our comeback about the person who said we can never do it. And then when you get there, it doesn't feel as fulfilling because you could use that energy to make some money, you know, get yourself in a different position, but still not really feel amazing because your comeback was about them, not you. Some of y'all are redirecting that energy. Whichever scenario it is, it can still be different than what I described, but that's what I got from that. Okay. There could be someone in your energy you're walking away from. Yeah, that you are walking away from somebody. And while it may be sad, you're going to start realizing, especially because you're doing it in a healthier way. It's not like a I'm gonna show you type of way. It don't have shit to do with them. And that's really where you needed to get to was, baby, this ain't even about you. At this point, baby, life is for the living, and I'm gonna live. I forgive you or whatever you had to do to get to that point, right? You're noticing that your nervous system is settled. Like you could even go to the doctor and realize your levels is like way more normal than they were when you was thinking about this shit, you know? So this is what I'm talking about, Virgo. And I feel like the smile on your face, the accolades that you attain, whatever this is, it's going to feel better because it's coming from a better place. Like sometimes we just got to give ourselves time to calm down or, you know, give ourselves grace. This chapter is going to be yours. It's going to be about you. And it's making you like irresistible because real happiness looks good on you. Not that I dressed up extra good because I know my ex gonna be there and I'm gonna shit on them. Don't do it. I mean, do what you want, but it's not as powerful as the energy that you are in this week. Okay, so this looks good on you. This is the Virgo that I know. I don't know. Maybe your friends or people that love you are like, that's the Virgo I remember. Yes, yes. That energy is what's on you this week. Okay, is this you? Yeah, you're gonna be very irresistible in love, very alluring, and it's not coming from a place of anger. The smiles are genuine, like you can see it in your eyes. The soul is happy. Your spirit is you're in a higher place this week, Virgo. And it's very, you will like, if you want to seduce somebody, this is the week. But I feel like you're not doing that, honestly. But if you wanted to, you could get whatever you wanted this week in love. But I don't know. I just see you happy overall, like a feeling that you haven't felt in a very long time. You could have felt like, wow, the chains. Like something had you in chains at one point, but you're not. It's giving money trees is the perfect place for shade, Virgo. Or Libra. Or Libra. Libra, you could already be a writer, or you have a very great talent for writing. Whether this is books, some of y'all, your story is you got a hell of a story that needs to be told. Some of you, whether this is music, theater, screen, whatever, you have a talent for this, and I think it's something that actually makes you very happy too. So, if you want to write, you should start writing because I really feel like your work would have a lot of influence over people. You have a lot of influence, positive influence. Like your words they really pack a punch. Like, and you have the experience that will conjure up the emotion for this too. Most people who are really successful, they got their struggle story. Even if they didn't grow up poor, there is a struggle in there somewhere. None of us get up out of this life without some kind of struggle, okay? For some of y'all could have really been poor. Like, I don't know, people could have, maybe you saw your parents fighting or just poor people problems. There was some kind of struggle that you experienced, and you could have even seen like the blame being shifted on, like this could be within the family. You know what I mean? Nobody had good communication skills, so everything was the other person's fault, and nobody's taking account or taking accountability for. Do y'all realize we poor? How we getting up out of this shit? Like you could have been the one. Like, how are we gonna get out of this hole? Y'all fighting about who this and who what. How are we going to fix this shit? Like, you could be the one that does that in your family. Some of y'all are the I can't, what's the word? The rookie, the underdog in your family. Some of y'all are going to be breaking the mold. And because you like, I hear what y'all talking about, but I want some money. I want to live a different type of lifestyle. Like, I ain't trying to hear none of this. I don't know. Some of y'all don't think anything that anybody has to say even matters. Some of y'all are about to really shake some shit up this week. And you feel like the time is now. Yeah. And you're going to do it for you. Some of y'all are just at the point of like, okay, you know how they say you went with me shooting in the gym? You're about to enter the gym. A lot of y'all are at the All right, it's my first day in the gym. For some of you, this could be literally. For others of you, like metaphorically speaking, you about to get it, okay? And things are gonna move very quickly for you. Because I feel like you just fed up, and that is why it's about to really take off for you. And you're gonna see a reading or something. Something is gonna become very clear to you why things weren't working for you. And it could have something to do with like influences around you that you are breaking free from because you like, baby, enough is enough. Enough is enough. You're breaking a cycle in your life, and it's something that was so annoying for you because you were watching everyone kind of fighting about the state of things and nobody doing shit about it. So a lot of y'all are about to be the ones that do something about it because you tired. You tired of hearing about this. For some of y'all, this is poverty. This is about poverty. And you don't mind doing whatever you got to do. I mean, okay, within the law or whatever. Um, I feel like I want to tell somebody, don't do nothing illegal. I don't know. I feel like I want to tell you that because this is not that time. Okay, this is not revolutionary. Okay, rebel because you can get caught up real quick for that. So don't do that. Okay, some of y'all who are thinking about that, it's not a good idea. And there's a direct warning here about that. So really think through your decisions, but I really do feel like you are the one that's going to break the mold. It's more about what you let go and what you decide to stand on that's going to get you where you want to go quickly than what you do to try to skip the line. There are other ways to skip the line that won't get you in trouble. So remember that. And most of it's up here and what you speak over your life. So same way I told Leo, be careful what you say about yourself. Be careful the words you speak over your life because there are too many people in this world who have gone from homeless to $1 billion baby. So, and I'm not saying they all did all of the right things, but they all were spared, even if they did do the wrong things. I'm not seeing that sparing energy here. I'm not saying that God's not with you or anything like that. I'm just saying I wouldn't push it. All right, that's for somebody. So, what else? There could be a decision being made about a relationship, a home. The Aries could be involved. Children could be involved. Somebody wants to be with the person that they love. Oh Lord, what does got to do with you, Libra? Are you the person they love? Some of y'all could be doing. Oh, all right. For some of you, that whole illegal message could be like you could want to go ahead and be now. Take this how it resonate. If it's yours or it's not, but or it ain't happened yet because this is the weekly message. So there could be someone that comes towards you that they want to come towards you before they break up with somebody. Okay, before the divorce, because I'm seeing like a court hearing here, some kind of hearing. Somebody has already chosen you in their mind. Somebody could have even married somebody else knowing that they loved you, and they're like getting themselves up out of that. That warning could have been for them, like, don't you come toward the Libra while you got all that going on. But even if this person did come towards you, or this could be you, I don't know if you think about leaving somebody. I don't know, but whoever this is could be a good swimmer. I don't know what I got to do with anything, but how are you gonna feel if this is someone coming towards you this week? This person has kind of ruined their reputation in your eyes. And I don't see it being fixed. Like, once you could be one of the people that once you view somebody as a liar, because this could have been somebody that did come to you sideways while they were still in a relationship, and you're like, or you may know this person have a criminal history or something like that. You know them to be a line crosser, a rule breaker. And you could be somebody who really wants to be with somebody that you can trust, really want to work with people that you can trust. And when it comes to money and matters of the heart and things like that, sometimes you only get one chance. There's some people you only get one chance to make a good impression, and because it's like that's real important, right? That's really important. Your heart, your livelihood, your family, who you invite into your personal spaces and things like that. It should be a one shot. Uh, it should. I mean, in some ways, it should be. A lot of people have their guard down, and that whatever, we can attract danger to us sometimes, but you may not be one of those that no. You want somebody who has good intentions. The love is for real. I'm not trying to see no deception around that area. Okay. There's some things that, I don't know. What's a good example? Some things are gray, they're not so black and white. For you, matters of the heart, finance, like some stuff just got to be black and white. Si- Sign here, whatever. Okay. Is this somebody that's coming to you this week that is like this? I feel like this is just the expectation. And you can keep your expectations there. Everybody in the world is not messed up. There are going to be people that want the same things that you want. Like, don't let media and the whatever they put in songs nowadays, even your friend group could be toxic as hell. And they like, oh, that'll never happen. How many people have felt stupid for saying that'll never happen? Like, really think about that. So I don't want you to think that what you want is impossible or what you want is not going to come to you, because people get proven wrong every day. So keep believing in what you want, Libra. That's what I say. Because it's the people that believe in what they want that usually get it. Scorpio. Magical. Somebody has beautiful dark skin. Okay. I don't know what that got to do with anything. That's not what. I don't know. You can be very good looking, Scorpio. Your dream life is manifesting for you, Scorpio. Did you know that? You already have the resources to make something happen for yourself, Scorpio. And this is about to reflect, if it already hasn't, in your income. Maybe you're investing. I don't know. You're about to see something really pay off for you. Some of y'all could have stopped dealing with a certain person, or you could, and you're going to see maybe it's not what's wrong with you, it's who. It's who. Didn't we talk about this, Scorpio? I heard free at last, free at last. You could have been dealing with somebody, Scorpio, who is very loud and wrong. I mean, it's given loud, wrong, Like, you ever met somebody who was wrong, but they were like, no, I don't know, like something that is, I don't know. How can I say this? It's giving loud, wrong, and stubborn about it. Like, this is what I think, so that is the truth. And that's how everybody thinks. What do you mean? Like, somebody could be very selfish and entitled. Like, I deserve for you to go along with what I'm saying, even if it's wrong. I don't know who you been dealing with. Like, if they just shifted, if they were able to see things clearly, they have the right attitude, you know, but they're not seeing things clearly. So it's like the right attitude with the wrong information. Oh, God. Is this like a religious person? Not to say that everybody who's religious would, but usually I run into this problem with people who are very religious, like to the point where it kind of, you know what I'm saying, okay? Not every religious person is like unreasonable, okay? But I experienced that with certain religious people. Let's move on. Um, or something is followed religiously, even if it's not necessarily the right way to go about things, or if it rubs, like one thing, um, a lot of people would much rather go with the wrong, the villain, the bad thing, the stuff that they're not supposed to do. It's more attractive. The world has made it more attractive to like go with that, but you know, the path least followed, the I don't know, it's something. How can I say this? He said pontificate. Okay, I'm trying to pontificate upon this. Um, you and somebody are very different. That's kind of what's giving. You have different viewpoints. You may see what somebody else can't see, and it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't even make them wrong. It just makes y'all different. Y'all are coming from two different angles, two different sides of the track. Somebody can't see what they're trying to tell you is right. You don't see it that way. How do you see it, Scorpio? You don't want to fight against someone's philosophy anymore. It's like, I kind of want to change you. I just don't know if, well, I don't agree with you, and I don't know if I can continue to go along with this because I don't agree. And for a while, I didn't do anything about that. But now I kind of think it might be time to. Show me, I'm about to break up with somebody. You said the truth is the truth even when nobody believes it. Exactly. I was not sure how to get that out, but it's kind of like just because it's the path that's least followed don't mean and everybody else likes to kind of follow this over here. It doesn't mean that all of those people are correct. You could be the one that be sitting in the classroom quiet, just shaking your head on the inside, like, why am I stuck with these idiots? Something like that. I don't know, Scorpio. You may really feel a bit isolated. You may feel like the smartest person in the room, which means you're in the wrong room. Okay? You're in the wrong room. Because one thing I know about the Scorpios in my life is they're seekers of knowledge. And I do like that. I really love that about Scorpios. So some of y'all are going to end up being like the poster, what do they call it? Poster child, poster kid or something. You could end up on like the cover of a magazine or the newspaper or something like that. And somebody's going to be very upset because things are going to take off for you very rapidly after you make some kind of sacrifice. But I don't know how much of a sacrifice it is. I just feel like it's a hell of a task. Okay, whatever this is, but it's you're being advised and you're being supported in this area of moving on, of moving forward, because there's something it's like waiting for you. There's an opportunity. There's a position that in life that is waiting for you to show up to it. Okay, this could be quite concerning for someone else once they kind of realize it, because the moment that you make a move is the moment they're going to see what you have been trying to show them for a very long time. They're not going to see it until you leave. You didn't even realize you was blocking the board. You didn't even realize you was blocking the board. And they were blocking your movement too. I'm not saying, oh, they were trying to sabotage you or you were trying to sabotage them. That's kind of what happens when it's time to move on from something, but you keep just staying. Another reason that this is really going to concern this person is because they depend on you for something. Something. You've been like this person's personal studio audience. I don't know what this is. You've been yeah. It's like some kind of foundation just crumbles. But I don't feel like this was a strong foundation. That yeah, it's like mm, it's like a fake. I don't know. You know what I'm thinking about when on the polygamous, where one of Jonas's kids that he didn't claim, the one he didn't claim who he had with the girl with the short hair, that baby mama or wife or whatever he had going on. How she pretended to be married to his brother for 20 years and allowed her child to be denied by, like, publicly. Like, somebody been keeping up one of them lies for a long time. And it's like, you had to know that was like, they've been making movies about family secrets for the longest. It's like it come out after a while. These types of things, like, built a whole life. This wasn't even really your husband. Y'all pretended to be, or you act. Did they actually get married, or were they pretending to be married so that her child would think that that was her daddy? Let's move on. It's something real crazy that is, or just real heavy news, and it's breaking down this false foundation. Okay, but it's gonna free everybody because it's like once she found out. Of course, I'm looking at my mama different. Like what? You let this man deny. I don't think she stopped loving her mom, but the damage was done. You know, very jealous of her siblings. Just not a good. It didn't create the best situation, even though it may have come from a. I'm gonna move on. My opinion is not needed. In love. You are somebody. Is this you? You're manifesting someone. I'm not seeing them here yet. Do you know this person? You do. You get a different feeling from this person. You get a feeling of feeling loved from this person. Like, I'm hearing, tell me, have you seen her? So somebody could be looking at you like, I bet a Scorpio would really love me. Or you could be looking at somebody like that. Like, I bet this could feel like this could be more of a fantasy right now. You know, I'm not seeing like this scandalous affair or anything like that, but it's like There is somebody that you have in mind, or they have you in mind, and they're like, I bet this Scorpio will really treasure me. Or yeah, maybe if you felt stuck in your situation, you're like, I bet this person will really be good. I don't know. Just you just get a different feeling. What's happening with that this week? Um, if this is you, Scorpio, you're looking at this person like that's them. I don't see anything happening with it necessarily this week because whoever you're looking at or whoever's looking at you is a free. It's free. It's free as a bird. And but it do got you thinking, or it got them thinking. Take it how it resonates. But whoever that is, they not free. They haven't freed themselves yet. Anyway, Sagittarius. Aw, I love it that you love it here. Sag. Working smarter and not harder. I don't know if this is from the Scorpio reading or yours, but somebody is so like you could be very physically beautiful, like or somebody is in this reading. But you're also very smart. I don't know. So let's talk about that part first. Working smarter and not harder. You're gonna be really focused on the basics, like very solution oriented this week. Simplicity is the key this week, Sagittarius. I want to call you Scorpio. You may feel like, things are moving slow. I feel stuck. But trust me, like sticking to the basics this week is going to be the recipe for success. The rest is sacrifice. Sacrificing something that you may not feel like you was gonna have to sacrifice. Past people, situations, something you had committed yourself to. That may that's what's got you feeling stuck this week. Some of y'all are loyal to a fault, even if you're not like happy. Like you'll, some of y'all really you stick things through. Like that could just be a part of your nature. You understand that nothing gets accomplished without a level of struggle or challenge, but not everything requires you. If that, I don't know. What's your advice about that? Whatever that is. Exactly. So y'all could be used to rolling your sleeves up and just doing it when you don't feel like it, doing it when everybody else don't want to do it. You just but I don't feel like whatever this situation is requires you're doing. Maybe that's the working smarter and not harder thing this week. Okay. You're liberating yourself from something that you wasn't. This wasn't even your job. Something wasn't your battle. What is that? I'm telling you, you've done a lot. This could be your job. Maybe you've been. People are used to you doing it. If how can I say this? It's like, well, Sag will do it. Sag like doing too much. People looked at you like if I don't do it, the Sagittarius gonna do it. But you could be like, let's say this is as simple as the laundry around the house, and the thing gets full. They know that you ain't trying to look at that shit. You don't want to see that, so you're just gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. You're not. I don't see you doing it. And when the clothes pile up, you're gonna notice that somebody's gonna go in there and realize I have nothing to wear, and then they're gonna do it. So you're gonna notice like, damn, I didn't even have to be doing all this. It's something like that. Well, somehow this is gonna give you more time to date. I don't know what that got to do with anything, but there's something that you're gonna it's gonna free up more time for you to enjoy your life. Enjoy your personal life. Okay. Enjoy, do your personal projects. Think less, stress less, sleep more, eat better, or something is freeing up a nice little chunk of your time, even if it's just a few hours in a day or a few more hours a week, however slow or fast it starts. Um, it's freeing you up for that. Okay. You was told have fun today. Fuck the laundry. You were told that. You definitely didn't do the laundry. That's crazy. I've been doing way too much. Yeah, I cleaned my whole house today, and I got the mopping, and I was like, damn, because I got hardwood, so it was like I should go ahead and buff it and shine the floor too. I don't have to do all that today. Like I had to stop myself. Like it is 7, 8 o'clock. I haven't eaten. I get to eat. I get to stop. I get to nourish my body. I get to take a nap if I want to do that before the reading tonight. I get to do stuff. Okay. So some of y'all are taking the opportunity. Okay. Um, something about an old car or a used car, or if you have if you have a car, what? There could be a car that you don't drive or something like that. Or if you are in need of a car, there's someone who has a car that they don't even drive. And they may have thought about you when it comes to this. I don't know if they know what is the relationship between you and this person. This could be like a grown child or something. What is this about? Or you could have helped somebody with a car or something like that, and realize that this person is just a heartbreaker. I don't know. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. How do you feel about this person? It's like you know the truth about someone. You could have helped this person as well, like tremendously. You know what's crazy, Sagittarius? Someone that you could have helped, right? You could find out that this person, it's like they not free. I don't know what that means. I don't know if this is somebody you're in a relationship with. Maybe this person, how did they come off to you before? Like more in charge, like I don't have a lot of time. You may have felt like they had more authority over you or in life than it looked. And now you're kind of seeing like this person, either they not who I thought they was, or they're not free. That's not freedom I was picking up on with this person. That was an act. What is that? Or you may have thought that somebody would, okay, which emotion is this, Sagittarius? What is this about? You could be realizing the truth about somebody, right? It may not be a bad truth, honestly. This could be like you could have looked at somebody like they don't know what they want. They think they free, but they not really free. Maybe you judge this person. Maybe you felt like, oh, this person gives up on shit easily. I think you were wrong about somebody. Or you may have thought, oh, this is a limited time only, or this person I don't know. Whatever it is, you're finding out the truth about this person this week. And how is it making you look at them? Because I'm still unclear. It's something about for a short time only. Or you could have looked at somebody like they was for like a good time only, but you are realizing that you could be realizing that you and someone are not very different. Like if you view yourself highly, so do they. If you are really stable, so are they. You could have assumed differently about this person or them you. Take it how it resonate. Like one of y'all, and I feel like it's only one of you, had the wrong assumption about the other. And is this a whole nother person? This person could be realizing about you. Maybe y'all did have the wrong assumption about each other. Or not. You both could have assumed things. One of you was right. Whichever storyline is yours, but it's feeling more like that one. It's like both of y'all made a guess. Only one of you are right about the other. One of you was wrong about the other. And all of that is coming to the light this week. So if you were the one who was right about somebody, you're like, oh my God, I knew it. It's like you're surprised, but you still like not surprised because you already knew that. If you were wrong about this person, you could be surprised that you was wrong. So it's something like that. But either way, that's what I'm getting. Something about your home could be significant this week. Some of y'all are like stressing about, I don't know if you're stressing about bills or something. But it's like the moment you about to stress about bills, something is gonna come through and you're gonna, or it's like your check hit or something that you almost was about to be worried about this week is gonna solve itself pretty quickly this week when it comes to the home. So if you're worried about having to pay for something or oh God, did this thing break? We just got a new blah 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 blah. It's gonna be okay. I feel like you're about to run into somebody. You could know this person already. This could be the person that you judged them wrong or they judged you however. This is actually like if you assume this person wasn't loyal, you're wrong. If they assume that you weren't, they are wrong about that. This is like somebody that you can really trust. Somebody that already brings you a lot of positive emotions. You can actually trust this person too. Some of y'all could have like you or them could have not been in a you could have been in a bad space or possibly with somebody that's not the best person. And sometimes that can really cloud your vision when it comes to other people. Whew. I knew y'all was gonna have me here all night. Let's go to Capricorn. Capricorn, invest in yourself, invest in your skills. That's a great way to build wealth. Don't be worried about what people got to say about, oh, Capricorn always doing something else. Jack of all trades, master of none. Jack of all trades equals more skills. Skills equals money. Skills equal options. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with sharpening multiple tools because that's what a toolbox is for, multiple tools. So don't be afraid to, you know, go over here and letting that money support what you got going over here, and then letting that money support what you got going over there. And you know, it's cool. If you know how to fix cars, great. If you know how to fix cars and bake a cake, even better. Like you're gonna have options. This is gonna help you to have options to where, you know, when one thing ain't popping, the next thing is. So It's something that you can always go back to. Some of y'all have a skill like this already that it's like ain't nothing wrong with going back and seeing what that's about. Okay. Especially, some of y'all don't like where you work or who you work with or for. And you're thinking back, or you're thinking about how long something might take, or yeah, something. Some of y'all are like, this gonna take too long. There's nothing wrong with working your 5 to 9 after you done working your 9 to 5. Especially if you can make the time, if you can carve out that time for it. I see you leaning more in that direction. Some of y'all may feel like, damn, between my 9 to 5 and my relationship, I don't have time to make extra money. What can I tell you about that? Some of y'all are like wanting to work nights, but you're trying to consider somebody that you could be in a relationship with. What's your advice about that? Some of y'all are really going to be thinking this week, like, you know what? That's what I was about to say. Get the money. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Like, you feel like, damn, I'm sitting here cheating myself because you want me home at night. And I have a whole vision for more. I'm not saying you got to break up with the person, you know, but you a Capricorn. I got a Capricorn stellium. I got 3 major Capricorn placements. And one thing I know, 2 things for sure. I can love you, but you could disappoint me. Not saying that that's what I'm expecting or nothing like that, you know. And I would love to be able to put all that faith in you and just forget about work. But also, it's not in my nature to really do that. You know, I like the feeling of knowing that we're in a good, nice relationship with each other and things are secure. I also like the security of knowing that if you decide to dip, everything's still going to be okay. Miss you, but you know. So somebody could, how is the partner going to feel about this, Capricorn? Like if you decide to do what you got to do, how they, is that gonna break y'all up? Like, are they gonna be okay? Because I feel like you about to make this decision. No, they gonna be mad. They're gonna be like shocked about this, but it's like you're sitting here faking the funk with this person, whoever this is. What's your advice about them? Like, if this is somebody who's not, I feel like you really care about this person, but you starting to feel like if you're not supportive of my growth, then how much do you really care about me? Like, I really care about you. Not they can slide. Goldie Ray is not about to play. It's like I need somebody who's gonna support the growth, you know, or ain't nothing wrong with shooting alone in the gym. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't have to be in a relationship while we on the come up. You know, it's not necessary, you know. So you may be thinking, maybe I need to do this shit by myself for a while so that I'm not hurting anybody's feelings by doing what I got to do. I feel like something is in your nature. Like something won't leave you alone. It's hard for you to just be complacent because you have more in you. I don't meet too many Capricorns that don't. Okay. I felt that too. I felt that too, Karma Girl. I felt that too. Um, and you got the energy for it, baby. And do it while you got the energy, Capricorn. I'm telling you. Telling you. While you got that drive and that passion and that youth or whatever, you taking good care of yourself. Do that shit while you got the energy. I'm telling you, you can be in love later. No, I'm just playing. I'm not telling you to give up on love or give up on this person. Like, how is that going to turn out? How are they going to come around to it, or is this unequally yoked? Capricorn, there's decisions and sacrifices we have to make in life sometimes, and it ain't always about our passions and things. You know what I'm saying? Um, Something just popped up on my screen that said, "Stop thinking about her." I had to see. I was like, "What was that notification just came up?" It says, "Stop thinking about her." Some of y'all, I'm talking to a Capricorn that deals with women, whether you a man or a woman. You got to think about you. You have to think about you right now. Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. This person, like, you said we was gonna get married. Bitch, you want to get married with no money? It's something like that. So then you can be complaining about that. Then you gonna call me a bad husband, a bad wife, or you know, you feeling like this wouldn't work with this person if they don't support this part of my life. And sometimes the best thing you can do to support somebody is leave them the hell alone. Because people usually get up alone. It's usually nobody to, you can have mentors along the way and stuff like that, but yeah. There's a marriage that or a relationship that may not work out because I'm seeing a lot of blame. I'm seeing a lot of being too mentally and emotionally overwhelmed, stimulated to focus. And it's like, maybe not ain't the time. It ain't always the time. I don't know what that is. Is this them, the person that you're dealing with? It's Capricorn. Why your ex popping up in this reading? I feel like you with somebody, but your ex is popping up in this reading. You may view this person as someone that genuinely that genuinely loved you. Something about feet. What? Did you like this person's feet? Or them? I don't know. You are thinking back on an easier time. Something that was easier. Like something could feel really annoying right now and smothering. And you're thinking something is triggering you to think back on an easier time or an easier relationship. Somebody who's kind hearted, sweet to you, genuine, but they may have been the type that left you the hell alone too and let you do what you had to do. Sometimes we take those things for granted. Like people think love is boring, like stability and all that kind of stuff. Stability takes a certain, like, I need copious amounts of time alone. And I was talking to somebody not too long ago. Love you. If you watching, love you. Okay. But it was just like, he was like, if I don't hear from you for like, because he was talking about this girl who, I love you so much, but I had to talk about this because it's making me think about it now. And it's so crazy that the song that's playing right now is called Focus. Okay. And I know that's probably not what this song is about, but he was like, he was texting this girl and she took like all day to text him back. And he was like, "Man, I'm about to be done with this bitch." Like, and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. You don't want to jump to conclusions about. I mean, if they responded within the same day, you never know a lot can happen in a day, and a lot of times people jump to you. You must be dealing with somebody else, or you playing games, or something like that. And I'm like, if it was me, it would probably legitimately Nine times out of 10, I didn't, I just got to the point of the day where I look at my phone. So you may not get it. It's going to be a little gap there because some, like when you busy, when you have people who have stuff going on or tend to be successful in what they're doing are busy. And back in the day, you used to not hear from the person until they got home from work. We used to ain't had no damn cell phone. And now cell phone kind of make people more entitled to you should have texted me back right now. And it's like, I hear you. I think who was it? Nia Long even said something like that recently. And she was like, if I don't hear from you within so many hours, I'll never speak to you again. And I get it. Some people answer quicker for some than others. And then sometimes you just had meetings all day, and then the time that you had to eat, you didn't want to. Sometimes you just want to zone out and not deal with any other request until you get home and you've showered. Like some people are more in that. I don't know. It just depends. I just didn't want him to jump to conclusions, and that could be either between Capricorn and Aquarius. Somebody could be jumping to conclusions about what your day looks like, and that's not always the case. I think that's a case by case thing. Now, do some people use the excuse of, "Oh, I'm just not a good texter"? Sure. Is that legitimate for some people? Yes. I depends. I think it depends on what you want. And if you're in a more focused state of your life right now, then you probably gonna take a longer to text people back. Now, one thing I will say is if I take a long time to text you back, call me. I tell anybody, if it's an emergency, call my phone. Okay. I will answer that faster than I will text you on like nine times out of 10. Those are real numbers. You said people pick and choose on priorities and texts take 2 to 5 seconds. Yes, sometimes you need to be busy in the position to respond. It's sometimes. It is sometimes. But there's also a thing where it's my phone, and mental health and wellness and all of that takes up a few of those hours in my day. And that was a choice that I made when I realized that, oh my God, this phone got me by the throat. And working as a contractor, that just got very overwhelming and stimulating when you are in 7 group chats and they're going off. And then you got personal calls and texts coming in there. And then you got a boyfriend. And then it's like a channel with several different, departments of the channel that I'm working. It was like, okay, signing out, D&D. I'm going to go home and I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm not going to talk to nobody for 2 months. And I hope that the people that really love me understand, because it's like before you break down, you got to take a minute and take. The world is really become very overstimulating. You know, I hope that y'all don't care if I had my little rant just now, because that could resonate with you too, Aquarius. Because I could have an Aquarius mad at me right now for this reason. For this reason. But it's all in love. It really, I can say for me personally, it's never like, oh, I hate you. So it's never that. So anyway, we said they love you to definitely. I think so. I've always understood this about people. I'd be like, child, I was just as busy as you. I'm so glad you called. How you doing? Everything, how that thing going? I remember where we left off and everything. I don't know. I'm just a little more lenient in that. And I don't even have kids, so I know how busy it can get, how much life can get. So Aquarius, we're on you now. Maybe we need to talk this week. You could be catching up with somebody this week, Aquarius, and it's just like y'all get to talking, and it's just everything, like everything every time you catch up with this person, it's like, wow, progress. Like everything's been happening. Good stuff, not so good stuff. We love this, we hate that, whatever. But I feel like maybe you thought somebody was ignoring you. They weren't ignoring you, baby. This person is or maybe this is you. You've literally climbed a mountain since you talked to this person. Like there's something that you've accomplished, you know. Did you think this person wasn't interested in you? Yes. Aquarius, I was talking to you. It could be the other way around. Don't do that. But for some of y'all was feeling a way about somebody. Um, I know for me now, and some of y'all, I'm gonna call you out real quick because you do this. Somebody did to you what you be doing to other people, and you ain't like that. You ain't like that because you like this person. Y'all okay? So some of y'all the ones who you prioritize some people's texts over other people's texts, and you don't like that somebody didn't prioritize you. And it could be me. Sorry about that. I know for my case specifically, I was sick. When I'm sick, all bets are off. All bets are off, baby. We are herbalizing and vitamizing. I'm making up these words. It's all about vitamins, rest, and how April's gonna get better. Okay. And if that's not your priority, it has to be mine. Because once this body ain't doing what it's supposed to do, that's the only focus. Because the only way I'm gonna do what I got to do is if this body is doing what it's supposed to do. So I don't care who it is, baby. We are off from work. We only do what our body tells us is enough to do. Everything is about healing right now. So that's probably why my Aquarius is mad at me because you're not important when I'm sick. you know? So some of y'all don't want to work no more. And you're trying to figure out how to make money without having to show up because something could become, you may just understand where somebody else is coming from. Because when you are the face of whatever the money is, it's like, let's say you're a baker. Baby, it take your whole body to bake cakes. Your whole body is going into that. There's certain things you have to think about. You might want to get insurance on your hands because, baby, when I used to do baking and decorating cakes, and you got a pound in your hand all day, piping icing and all that kind of stuff, your hand get to doing like that after a while. Your money maker. And you have to take care of your money maker. They have insurances for all kind of stuff. And some of y'all could be starting to feel a little burnt out by something that you do. And you're trying to figure out a way to not have to show up so much or so exhaust yourself, so much. Okay. And if this is the other way around, somebody's starting to realize like, that's why Aquarius be disappearing. Because you have to you gotta gas up. Sometimes you have to, you know, let it go for a minute and not worry about what other people have to think about that. Because are these the same people that I could have called if I were sick? Hey, can you come and help me out for a few days? I'm down and out. Most people don't even want to catch the cold that you got, but they're very demanding on your time and very, entitled to said time. And we have to think about that again. You know, you got to think about that again. You got to learn how to prioritize because there's somebody who want to kick it with you. They want to kick it. Somebody's about to realize how difficult something is. And I feel like, I don't know, how are they going to feel about you after that? I feel like somebody may be gaining. Yeah, they're not going to. It's got something. Hmm. Somebody's gonna realize why, where they are in your life, in your story, but because somebody, they prioritize themselves. They are. I have standards, but they can have standards in places where they haven't necessarily earned priority. You ever, do you know what I mean? Like, I may be Dr. April and I have this and that, but that doesn't mean you have to respect me. It doesn't mean you give a fuck about what I got going on. I don't know what this power struggle thing here is, but I feel like somebody likes you, but they don't like with the fact that they don't feel prioritized by you. But they may be realizing that they haven't really earned that spot. Is that what is given? Or is that what is given? Now, there's another situation here that made somebody feel like they broke it with you. They broke it. Somebody's taking something personal that's not. It's not personal. And I feel like there's a blurred line between work and romance here, which is this is why you don't do this. This is why you don't do this. Or like if it's not like shitting where you eat, it could be like you live too close to who you dating or something like that. It's something where it's like, why are you taking that personal? And when we was, or this could be a friend too, where it's like, cause now I'm hearing, damn, I just want my friend back. Yeah, somebody want their friend back, but mm, sometimes you can't cross that line. You may realize that somebody you was dealing with end up being your neighbor, and you like, how you gonna feel if that happens? That's gonna be a little too tempting for some of y'all, or they're gonna be really tempted about you. Don't mean you have to do anything about it. Your reading's all over the place. You think somebody's very attractive. It's distracting. You may feel like somebody's a setback, but you kind of mad at them. But if they throw you off, you don't throw this person off, or vice versa. I can't tell what's what here. There could be a fire sign, and then there's you. Somebody throws you off balance, but I feel like this is what you usually do to other people. And I don't think you like the way this feels. I don't think you like the way this feels. Y'all could be working very hard this week, and it's going to pay off for you. And yeah, y'all are working on getting past the time of not feeling free to do what you want to do. Yeah, I see you really making shit shake this week. But then there's also like this dating situation, and it's also teaching you a lesson. And I can't tell if it's you learning it or them, but there's a lesson that's being learned here. Like somebody's schooling you, or you schooling them. One, take it how it resonate. But you're gonna realize that if you the one that was like, why you don't call me or something like that, you're gonna realize like somebody is very in control of the environment around them. Somebody's a very independent spirit, and it's kind of like a. I don't know why I feel like this shit is describing me. Because the best way I would describe that if it were me is because this could be you too that I'm describing, but somebody looking at you like this and they're realizing this, or you realizing this about somebody else. One, y'all could be very alike. Okay. Two, you both know what you want. You both have like an independent spirit. You could be interdependent even in relationships. And if you haven't made an appointment with the Aquarius or whoever the cross watcher is, it's probably not going to be a locked in plan. It's like you can't guarantee if there's no slot. Now Money Trees is playing again. I don't know what to say. Something is like appointment based, or this ain't no pop up shop. I don't know what this is. It's like a very sovereign energy. It's reminding me, like, I saw the story on Aretha Franklin today, and she was not about to get on stage and perform if you didn't pay her 25,000 in cash, and that's the deposit. I'm walking on stage with 25,000 in cash before the show, and then you're gonna take care of everything else that I need before and after the show as well. But I'm not coming on stage if that money ain't the like some of you meeting somebody like that. Pisces, let's move on. Let's get out of this reading. I've been here 3 hours. It's time to get to it, Pisces. Get to business. You're ready for whatever this is. A lot of y'all are very ready for this. It may feel scary. It may feel very big. I'm saying you look up at something like, am I ready for this? You are ready for this. You could be looking up at a building like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to walk in here. You're ready for this. This could be an interview. It's something. You got this, babe. It's time for you to be like your own boss or just more in charge of your life. I feel like you have enough experience to create whatever this is that you're up against this week. You could be freaking out though on the inside, but you really do got it. Like, is it gonna be more responsibility? Yeah. Yes. But don't let other people's opinions get in your way for sure. Cause you could have somebody who they project a lot of bullshit and you don't let them do that to you. Like this is somebody who will talk you out of something because it didn't work for them. Mm-mm. I'm not you. We are not each other, and you are not me. Okay, everything's not meant for everybody. Um, Even something painful that you had to go through, Pisces, is it was part of this. You know, it was a part of this story for you. You're gonna be happy that you went ahead and yeah. It's like I know y'all heard readers say like that was a part of your development, your backstory, and we love a good backstory. Okay, like it's kind of like on what's that show with the ladies was in prison, Orange is the New Black. Hell, some of the people, a lot of the people who weren't the main characters had better, more interesting backstories than the main characters in the show, in my opinion. And it's like they made the show, so you could have a backstory that's like, God damn, but it's like it really makes it's like yes, it sucks that you had to go through that, but it sucks the stuff everybody had to go through. So it's like it's a more interesting story. I don't know, it's something about that, but this was definitely a part of growth for you, and it's kind of like you had to go through that to be here. You know, it prepared you for this. Like I feel like one of the most manipulative, just evil, disgusting ass people I've ever met in my life was like when I think back on everything that took me through and how I almost let that break me. I'm like, I needed that for the industry that I'm moving into or the stuff that I'm gonna have to deal with because you really need to know how dark it can get and know how to handle that and know how to deal with betrayals and deal with certain personalities and stuff like that. It's like it builds a muscle, it builds a tolerance not to tolerate that, but there are certain people. There's always a bully in the workplace. There's always one somewhere in there. Okay, so you had to kind of deal with that, and I feel like this person stepped on you. Like they could have had more power. They could have some kind of overpowering here that this person, yeah, they messed they messed with you while you didn't even do nothing to this person. Is what it's given. You didn't do nothing to this person. They saw an opportunity and they capitalize on it at your expense. And that sucks. That's not fair, but that's you've already experienced that now. So now you know what to look for, what to avoid, how to deal with people like that, how not to give your power away in situations like that. It all matters, you know. A lot of people don't think baking powder is important when it comes to baking bread, but bake the bread without it and see what happens. Okay, bake the cake without it, see what happens. The cornbread, whatever it is, you gonna realize you needed that. So you got a very mature man. What is this person's? What are they doing here? Or you could be the mature man. You don't want to. It's you're thinking about retirement, or this person is. This could be a Cancer. Somebody's looking at retirement. Like, where does this end? Where's the end? What they got to do with you? You've retired this. You retired them from your life. You had to escape this person at some point. I'm telling you, this is the bully. Whoever this is, somebody has matured since they were abusive towards you, low key or high key. Somebody's getting karma because now they're looking at retirement or they are retired or something. And they're looking at you as the perfect lady, the perfect whatever. But they've matured since you known them to be abusive. I'm kind of getting like that, right? And this person probably got every excuse in the world for why they treat you wrong. But you don't have to treat people wrong in order to get to the top. I don't I don't feel like they had to do whatever they did, you know? How is that showing up for you this week? So this person's in their feelings about you real bad. They are. They want to fight for this with you. They feel like they're in a better position. They ready to, leave these streets alone and whatever. They ready to settle down. They feel like they over all of that. But I feel like they want you to be over it too. They're kind of like dictating like how fast you get over it. Like this could be somebody who's actually irritated by the fact that you're not over it. And it's like, well, you don't get to be the judge of that, you know? I don't even want to get into what this person could have done, but they have you in mind for this like final chapter of life as they see it. Okay. What's your advice? Absolutely not. The magician in the reverse, the 6 of, don't even entertain it. This person, they need to understand, and they won't understand if you go back, that they were a shiesty ass motherfucker. This person knew better than to treat you this way. This is somebody who absolutely knew better. Period. There's no excuse for how they destroyed the relationship between the two of y'all. Not that I'm seeing. And they gonna have to eat that. It's like, okay, yeah, sometimes people they do change. Sometimes people who hurt you still go on and succeed in life. and then they don't get to turn around and apologize. They don't get to turn around. It's like, okay, you may feel like, oh, well, it's not fair that, I don't know, maybe you don't even care that this person, I don't even feel like you feel no kind of way about them succeeding or retiring or whatever. I don't want you to, I don't have to, I just don't want to deal with you anymore. It doesn't have to be, oh, I want you to fail in life. I just don't want to see you. That's all. And I don't need you to be homeless or get karma or anything. But this person's karma is they don't get to share this part with you. And they realizing like maturity and all of that is helping them to realize like, wow, this person could have been abused too at some point because you said you want them to fail. Okay. But see, you done made me lose my thought that damn. That's not what we talking about right here, okay? This person ruined the relationship on the come up. You know what I'm saying? They ruined the relationship on the come up. It's like, okay, yeah, I would have wanted to celebrate with you if you hadn't been such a horrible person. You know? A lot of I don't know, I seen this post about T.I. and Tiny having their not rehearsal. What that when you redo the vows or they got married again or something, I don't know. And the comments went absolutely nuts. And I was like, y'all chill. If that's what she want to do, if she want to be with her man, then let her be with her man. But a lot of people was like, you better than me and all that kind of stuff. I feel like people would kind of look at you like this. If you if you gave this person another chance, like your friends could be like, okay. But it's not about what other people think. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Um, but you said, what's that about Pisces and abuse? Like, what does Tiny and Ti got to do with that? They've not had in the media. We don't know if it was for TVs, for shits and giggles, or if that shit was real. But they had a pretty tumultuous past with cheating and all kinds of scandal stuff, right? Um, this would be kind of like one of them stories. This is kind of what it's given, but how should you handle this? I don't know if you're gonna want. You don't want this person, even if you still have any remaining feelings for this person. You would never tell them. I feel like you're not at the place where you would. Yeah, look at the song that's playing. Didn't I just say even though? It feels like even though I'm still straight, you know, even though blah blah blah, I'm good on the even those. Some of y'all got somebody else in your life anyway, and you have uh, you have something to compare this to. Or hell yeah, you got something to compare this to, and deal or somebody's coming into your life, and it's not a comparison; it's a deep of joy type of thing, but it's definitely given like the contrast is crazy between the past person that want to spend their retirement with you and the person that's coming into your life or that's in your life now. Like you could have this very romantic, idealistic like thing about love. Like people probably feel like Pisces, that's not realistic. Yes, it is. For the Pisces, it is, and for the Pisces, it's actually happening. Like this is a real woman. This is a real man. This is like all the things that people may have thought you were being unrealistic about, this person is going to do for you. There's something about flowers and romance and people being jealous. People who don't have that type of love in their life will be hating on you. People who can't attract, I ain't gonna say, I don't know. People who feel like they only attract people who are not serious, not committed, um, are going to be like, what's so special about a Pisces? The Pisces thinks they're special. I don't know. It's not that people who are, how can I say, it's not that good people or, good catches or whatever won't attract married men or married women or non-committal or player, or you know you can be completely monogamous and attract polygamous. It happened. You're gonna attract everything. But it's all about what you decide to entertain. So you don't entertain that, so you didn't get caught up in those things, and so now it made room. Now you weren't caught up with a polygamist or somebody who's married or somebody who didn't really want to be in a relationship. You weren't caught up with them when what you actually wanted showed up. And somebody's going to be hating on you for that, including your ex. So I love y'all. I hope you have a wonderful week. Um, you blowing people's minds this week, Pisces, or somebody gonna be blowing yours. I love you though. Like the video if this resonated, hype me up if that's even still a thing on here. I love y'all and have a wonderful